Thank you all for joining us today for this special occasion. The official campaign kickoff for FORTBEND County Precinct 3's Justice of the Peace candidate, Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON. We are honored to have each and every one of you here as we gather together in support of a man who stands for justice, integrity and service to the community. Today is not just about launching a campaign, but it's about launching a movement for fairness, transparency and real leadership in Precinct 3. Before we begin, let us take a moment of let us take a moment to stand and reflect in silent prayer, especially remembering those who were affected by the recent floods. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Thank you. Now it is my great pleasure to officially welcome you to this event. I know all of you had it's a long weekend and you may have so many other things to do, but you took your time to come and join us for this official campaign kickoff for Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON. As you can see, I'll be guiding you through today's program. We have an exciting lineup of speakers, testimonies, and of course, you will hear directly from Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON himself. To start us off, I would like to invite Mr. James Muttigal, President, Indo-American Republican Forum. He will speak to us. And I would like to remind you guys, just take 3 minutes due to the time constraints. We have to finish the program on time. Just take 3 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable guest, our candidate, Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James Chapo. I have known Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON, for the last 10 years. He is an amazing leader in our community. I believe he is the perfect candidate for this position. We started the Indo-American Republican Forum about, around 6 years ago, here in Houston. The idea and motto of this organization is to promote Republican values in our community. We have some ethical values that promote faith and family. Therefore, we believe in faith, we believe in community, we believe in family, we all believe in God. We need a leader like Dr. VAIRAMON. He is a humble and a simple person. Actually, he needs no introduction. I humbly request everyone, please help and support Dr. VAIRAMON through this new journey. I'm just switching to the Malayalam. Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON Republican values Indo-American Republican Forum in Sankarana. I would have hosted Savichu. I have the chairman, and the president. Republican candidates name, Republican Party promote and Sanjonigiana. Namakaria in the Radium there in the Chomila person. Namaka, I know the Nerapamarunda. And then they wish also Samuki Putival Ula Namakaria, Namaka over Avisham with the character. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്കറിയാം ഇതുപോലെയുള്ള നല്ല നേതാക്കന്മാർ രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തിൽ വന്നാൽ അവരെ പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. നമ്മൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഏഷ്യൻ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിലുള്ളവരെല്ലാം രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തിലെ മുഖ്യധാരയിലേക്ക് കടന്നു വരിക എന്നുള്ള ഉദ്ദേശത്തോടു കൂടിയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ പ്രസ്ഥാനം തുടങ്ങിയത്. അങ്ങോട്ട് ഇന്ന് വരെ ഇത് വളരെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ മുന്നോട്ട് പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ അഭിമാനമുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ചെയർമാനായിരുന്ന ഡോക്ടർ വൈരമനെ ഈ ഒരു പൊസിഷനിലേക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾ മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്നു. അദ്ദേഹത്തെ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും ചേർന്ന് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ വിജയിപ്പിക്കേണ്ടത് നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ആവശ്യമാണ്, നമ്മുടെ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയുടെ ആവശ്യമാണ്. സോ ഞാനത് ദീർഘിക്കുന്നില്ല. നമ്മുടെ ഉദ്ദേശ ലക്ഷ്യങ്ങൾ എല്ലാം നേരത്തെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞു. സോ I humbly request everyone, please help and support Dr. Vairaman through this new journey. I wish all the best for Dr. Vairaman. എല്ലാവരും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഇന്നത്തെ കിക്ക് ഓഫ് മീറ്റിംഗിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ വന്നതിൽ വളരെ നന്ദിയുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവരും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ വിജയത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പ്രവർത്തിക്കണമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വളരെ താഴ്മയായിട്ട് അപേക്ഷിക്കുകയാണ്. താങ്ക് യു ഓൾ.
Now please join me in welcoming Mr. Vijay Dixit, President of Indo-American Conservative Texas Forum, to the stage to share a few words with us.
Hello everyone, my name is Vijay Dixit. I serve as the President of Indo-American Conservatives of Texas, IACT. Thank you all for being here on this beautiful Saturday morning, and I hope you all had a truly wonderful 4th of July, a day that reminds us of the precious freedom we enjoy every day. To preserve these liberties, it is important, it is paramount that we support our military, law enforcement, first responders, and critically, that we elect the right candidates to public offices. Also, it is time to celebrate the big, beautiful bill that was signed into law by President Trump yesterday. This bill may not be perfect as Elon Musk expected, but by superficial review, I am excited that it will bring prosperity back to America by reducing wasteful spending and allowing taxpayers to keep money in their wallets. More money, more jobs, better economy. That's what America stands for. I am deeply honored that Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON asked me to share a few words at the kickoff of his campaign for FORTBEND County Precinct 3 Justice of the Peace. To clarify, Dr. VAIRAMON holds a PhD in Administration of Justice, is not a medical practitioner even though he practices homeopathy. I first met Dr. VAIRAMON earlier this year at a private meeting where he mentioned his consideration for this office. Our subsequent conversations have only deepened by admiration for his qualification for this position he is running for. At Indo-American Conservatives of Texas events, I've consistently emphasized the importance of local elections. It is a personal passion of mine to actively support local candidates because these officials directly impact our lives. Positions like sheriff, constable, judges, district attorneys, justice of the peace, council members, commissioners, school board members, and more. I claim a tiny share in the last November judicial win in the Harris County, FORTBEND County, as I work in person campaigning for the judicial candidates. I still have a bumper sticker on my car which says vote for Republican judges. And it's not going to come off. Many of us are familiar with the responsibilities of justice of the peace. While there are no specific educational qualifications, there are requirements. A candidate does not need to be an attorney or have prior judicial experience. I believe it's a position that fundamentally calls for common sense and strong values. The JP Court handles everything from traffic tickets and speeding citation to marriages, eviction notices, small claims, and minor crimes, and many more. That's our first step when we go into legal realm. As an elected position, it's open to anyone, making the selection of the right person even more crucial. In my assessment, Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON is an exceptionally qualified candidate for Justice of the Peace. As a matter of fact, he can run for any position and I'll support him. I encourage everyone to visit his website, MATHEWVAIRAMON.com, to learn more about his impressive background. He's an attorney, a professor, a homeopathy doctor, a minister, and unequivocally a true, nicest gentleman. Recently, on my drive back from New Orleans, I received the invitation for this event. As I explored his website, I discovered he lectures at the Prairie View A&M University. This immediately resonated with me, as our son recently graduated from Prairie View A&M. Furthermore, Dr. VAIRAMON is an attorney at law in Louisiana, and our son just started at Tulane University in New Orleans. Perhaps it's a coincidence, but I feel divine connection between Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON and my family. As I mentioned, the lack of specific educational qualification requirements for the Justice of the Peace underscores the need of common sense and conservative values, qualities that Dr. VAIRAMON embodies. While some candidates may shy away from specific political affiliation, Dr. VAIRAMON proudly displays the Republican Party's big fat elephant on his flyer, clearly stating his conservative beliefs. At this juncture, unless another candidate steps forward, I truly believe Dr. VAIRAMON is the best choice for this position. I urge the residents of Fort Bend County Precinct 3 and all supporters to contribute to his campaign financially, with your time, and by promoting him on social media to ensure his victory in March 2026 primaries and thereby November 2026 midterm elections. I want to make it clear that the opinions I have just expressed today are my own personal views regarding Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON and should not be construed as an official endorsement from Indo-American Conservatives of Texas, IAC. IAC's endorsements are decided by our executive committee. However, if no other Republican candidate files for this position, IAC will certainly consider endorsing Dr. VAIRAMON. Thank you all, and may you all have a blessed day.
Let us give a big welcome to someone we all know and respect, Mr. Ken Matthew, Stafford City Mayor. Please come and speak to us.
First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. I know Dr. VAIRAMON for a long time. So he is a qualified, able, and he can do the work, and he will do it in a just way. So I would appreciate all of you to go out and spread, so there can be some few more people who do not know closely about Dr. VAIRAMON. So I would say, talk to other people. That's the best campaign that we all can make, one-to-one. So let us do that one, and I am very sure that he will do a great job, because I know him for a long time. And all right about it, he's a Staffordian. So he lives in Stafford. So it's a good thing. And I would say, rather than going on and on, we all know we are here for a reason. And we have to go according to our belief. And we don't want to elect a candidate who are going to be against our values and also for contributing to the community and the people. So that I would urge each and every one of you, please talk to other people. Call them, talk to them, and give them his background and his qualifications. So I will say thank you all for being, and again I am stressing, talk to other people. That is more effective than many other things. So it is the best thing. Please do that for him. That is what we are going to do for our community, community as a whole, regardless of region, religion, and race. So that is the best thing we can do. Thank you all, Mr. Dr. VAIRAMON. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. God bless you.
At this time, it is my great honor to invite our esteemed County Judge, FORTBEND County Judge, K.P. Jones. You last. So,
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I hope you could hear me. Hello? Hello? You could hear me? Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored and privileged to see, especially this meditation people coming together to support. I think it needs to be on. Yeah, thank you so much. It is an honor and privilege to be here, and I just wanted to say this. I was looking at this thing, campaign priorities. The first one, Dr. VAIRAMON put it, saying that fair and accessible justice. Oh my God. It is so important. If you think something happened somewhere, somebody got indicted, somebody did, somebody that, it is so important to know what happened. What happened. And you saw that what is happening on that side, and also, who was that just mentioned about it is important to have selecting and electing right judges, and you mentioned to forget PA. And you guys understand what kind of power a district attorney has. Honestly, do you know? Raise your hand. I like to see that. Do you know what kind of power? They could definitely put you in jail for no reason. And that is power abuse and abusing the government dollars. And that's so government dollars, your dollars, and using against you. And I tell you this, there are some people are so good at it, and in order to grab power. And I'm not here to talk about my things, and I'm here to talk about this great man. And so obviously I just want you to leave you with one thing. When you hear something, it is not many times what you hear. Behind the scene, there is a lot of things happen. And behind the scene, maybe you have no idea what happened. So I hope we all hear this, especially when it comes to immigrant community. Most of you are sitting here are immigrants. And so you know that, family, God, and, community, and also freedom. This is all common values, common values for whatever the side of the aisle you are, and it is common values. And also, as you follow, as you go through your life, and elected life, and doing things, and for what you are elected to, that's where you learn and meet people. Meet people. Oh man, there are people out there that are so vicious, they could do anything to bring people down. Why I'm saying this, it is important to have a judge who can
deliberate. You can deliver justice, not looking at that person, oh, I'm going to punish you. And I'm faced with that. I'm seeing that on a daily basis. And I never thought that is going to be the case in Fort Bend County. And I never thought that. But make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. These bad characters are in office right now in Fort Bend County. That is why it is so important to elect somebody like Matthew VAIRAMON. Matthew VAIRAMON is somebody everybody knows. You see that people coming, all these people. This is the first time I came to this this restaurant, and I couldn't find a hot. And so that kind of explained, so your approval and your acceptance in this community. And I said this. I am at this point. I'm available, and whatever the level you want me. And because some people don't want to talk to me, and I get that, and I completely understand that. And some people are very accepting, and all that stuff is happening. But Mr. VAIRAMON, I tell you this, whatever the level you want, and I'm available to do. And making sure, and I leave that to your discretion. You could ask me, hey, I need this help, and the first help we are working on, obviously I'm glad to see that Commissioner Myers' staff is here. Thank you, nice to see you. The first thing we are going to be doing recently is more a competitive precinct. And that vote is going to happen on Tuesday on Commissioner's vote. Please pay attention to what is happening. Please pay attention to what is happening, because precinct 3 is possibly we could make it more competitive for, competitive in the sense, fair. That's the way to look at it. And so that is going to be happening, and anything and everything. And also, you know that I ran so many campaigns using my own money, and now you know that what is happening. They're saying I took the money and ran and all that stuff, and it is all not true whatsoever attached to it. It is a group of people wanted to get me out of there. That's the reason why they all are doing it. Like I said, I'm getting away from focusing on Mr. VAIRAMON, and so, sir, I know you since long time, and we agree, we disagree, and that is the beautiful thing about this nation. We could agree, we could disagree, and at the end, we could shake hands and say that we could agree to disagree. And so, but we had numerous conversations about your decision to run for this office, and I think you can be a fair, as sir, you mentioned, and your demeanor explained what kind of judge you're going to be. Who said that? Abraham Lincoln said this: if you wanted to understand and learn about a person's character, give him power. You heard that? Give him power. The true person will come out. And I'll tell you, people like our Ken Matthews. I know him since a long time. He elected for a long time, but he's the same person. Even today, after 20, I don't know, how many years you are in office? 20 years. 20 years, 20 plus years. And he's the same person. Same smile, same conversation, same accessibility. But I tell you this, I work with people who got elected maybe a few years ago. I don't even recognize those people anymore. So it is important to elect people like Matthew VAIRAMON, and I know him since a long time. I don't think he's going to change because he's going to be the JP and beyond. There are, okay, you said you have, Pombershik is saying that elect Republican judges. And I tell you this, it is important people to come out. In last election, there are so many positions, Democratic judges got elected simply because they didn't have an opponent from the Republican side. And so thank you for stepping up, thank you. And like I said, once again, I promise you, and I have a couple of campaigns I ran, I have a little bit of experience, and I'm willing to do anything to make sure you win the primary and you will become the JP for Precinct 3 in Fort Bend County. God bless you. God bless
you. Thank you, Fort Bend County Judge KP George, for your kind words. Now let's welcome James Cooder, CEO of Global Media, to the stage to share a few words with us.
Good afternoon. Judge, respected Deputy George, our Mayor, our own Mayor, National Mayor, dear Commander Sir, our friend, Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON. Today we travel here to declare our support to our best friend, our own friend, Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON for his destination. I made first time in 2016 to make one movie for my business. It's a very simple, it's a very honesty, we can depend him for anything. I speak in Malayalam. നേരിൽ നിറയുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. 2017 കണ്ട അന്ന് മുതൽ ഇത്രയും ഒരു കമ്പിളായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. നേരിൽ നിറയുള്ള ഒരു പണവും തിരിവില്ലാത്ത ഒരു വ്യക്തിയെ കണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യത്തെ ആൾ വരുമാണ്. ഞാൻ ബിസിനസ് തുടങ്ങുന്ന ആദ്യത്തെ എംഒയു പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് കാണുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ആ എംഒയു എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഒരു ബിസിനസ് സ്ഥാപനം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കുവാൻ എനിക്ക് സാധിച്ചു. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ബിലീവറാണ്. ബിലീവ് ഇൻ ജീസസ് ക്രൈസ്റ്റ്. അദ്ദേഹം വളരെ പൊളൈറ്റായിട്ടും ഹമ്പിളായിട്ടും നമ്മളൊക്കെ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അറിയാം അതിൻ്റെ മാറ്റങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന ഒരു സിംപ്ലിസിറ്റി. അത് നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ഒരു കുടുംബത്തിലെ കാര്യത്തെ പോലെ നമുക്ക് ബിലീവ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മാത്യു വൈറമനെ നമുക്ക് ജീവിക്കാം. ഞാൻ കമ്മത്ത് സാറിൻ്റെ ഒരു ക്യാമ്പയിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഇവിടെ ജീവനിരിക്കുന്നത് സൈബർ പാടത്തിലുള്ള നേരത്തെ ഒത്തുകൂടി ഇപ്പോഴാണ് സെക്കൻഡ് ടൈം ക്യാമ്പയിൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനെക്കുറിച്ചാണ്. അവിടെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരു എന്തുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ കെന്മാത്യു സാറിന് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു സാറേ കെന്മാത്യു സാറിന് ഇല്ലേ ആ കാളിൽ നിന്ന് 10-15 പേര് അന്ന് പുറത്തിറങ്ങി 10 days സ്റ്റാഫുകളുടെ വീടുകൾ കയറി ഇറങ്ങിയപ്പോഴാണ് അല്ലേ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ തീരുമാനിച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ കൂട്ടാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ ഒരു മനസ്സോടെ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നു. ഇവിടെ വിപ്ലവിക്കണമെന്നോ ഡെമോക്രാറ്റെന്നോ ഒന്നും ഭരിക്കുന്നത് പലരും റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കനല്ല. നമ്മുടെ മാത്യു വൈറമനോടുള്ള ഒരു അതിൻ്റെ ആ സിംപ്ലിസിറ്റി കമ്പ്ലിസിറ്റി ഒക്കെ കണ്ടുവന്നവരാണ്. ഞാൻ ഡെമോക്രാറ്റായിട്ട് ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ വിപ്ലവിലേക്ക് പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അതല്ലേ കാരണം ഞാൻ നമ്മൾ ഒരു ലീഡർ നമ്മൾ ഫീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത് മിസ്റ്റർ ട്രംപിലൂടെ ഒരു ഗ്ലോബൽ ലീഡർ അതായത് പോസിറ്റീവ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ലീഡർ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് വിശ്വസിക്കാവുന്ന നട്ടലുള്ള ഒരു ഗ്ലോബൽ ലീഡറാണ് മിസ്റ്റർ ട്രംപ്. അമേരിക്കയുടെ തന്നെ ഫേസിനെ അമേരിക്ക തന്നെ ഗ്ലോബലിലെ ഒരു ഗ്ലോബൽ കൺട്രോളിന്റെ കീഴിൽ ഒരു പവർഫുൾ ആക്കി മാറ്റിയത് ഡെമോക്രാറ്റിസേഷൻ മിസ്റ്റർ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് എന്നെ പോലുള്ള ആളുകൾ ഡെമോക്രാറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കിലേക്ക് മൂവി. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ഒത്തൊരുമിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മിസ്റ്റർ വൈറമനെ നമുക്ക് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഐ എം അഷ്വറിംഗ് യു അമേക്ക് ഫുൾ സപ്പോർട്ട് financially or ideally, your social media campaign or some financial support or anything you can only say, Mr. Kepiro, what you want. We are ready to support you.
Thank you, Mr. James Cooler. He is very dear to me. He is my closest neighbor. He lives just opposite to my house. And if I'm not mistaken, you are the Kerala Congress Overseas President or something, right? Because I see some of the big politicians from India and visiting his house. I'm looking for a time to take a picture with those people. Yeah. And I'm so glad we have a Republican county judge, KP George, and the city mayor, Ken Matthew, and we also have Robin Elakat. He's a Missouri City mayor. So the reason why we believe in Republican values, because that is our values, our values, family, faith. So we are so glad, we are so fortunate to live in this time. And we are on a winning streak by our President Trump. President Trump entered the 12-day war. he bombed the hell out of Iran's nuclear sites to bring peace to that region, to bring peace to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, all those countries. They were living in fear. So let us thank Trump and let us thank the Republican Party leadership. I would like to invite Sopan Derwan, Treasurer of Indo-American Conservative Texas Forum, to speak to us.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you all. Thank you, Mr. Matthew, for inviting. And of course, happy Independence Day to all of you. As we kick off the 250th year celebration this year, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. And as Vijay Rishit said across, I act, we all act. That's what we represent. Today I'm standing over here in a personal capacity with Mr. Matthew, when he asked me to stand over here and fill in a couple of things about him. I said, Mr. Matthew, I know you for the last 3 or 4 years. We have worked together at the GOP, at the FORTBEND, of course, as a PRECINT chair. And you had shared me your thoughts at that point of time. Something, when it comes up, I will be going for that. And yes, we spoke about that. I did mention to you, just be consistent. Keep on showing up. Get involved in the community, and that's going to be. So I'm so happy to see your kickoff today. As regards him, he has been, as most of you have said, very simple person, academician, a family-oriented person, a very conservative leader. And what this position brings up is, as the county judge said earlier as well, and some of the other speakers have said, justice of peace. This is actually on the FORTBEND County website. It says, what do they do? Justice of peace must act in a neutral capacity to serve all citizens, law enforcement agencies, merchants, school districts, and various other county and state regulatory agencies who file either civil or criminal actions. Justice courts must meet all financial and court-related reporting requirements. The justice of peace must accurately and with efficiency and consideration to all parties determine the cause of death in case of a demise and decide what outside agencies to employ to assist in this responsibility. These are some of the key functions up on the website, kind of a thing. So with that, I would just say that all the best to you, to all the audience over here. Be involved with him. As most of us say, it's tan, man and dhan kind of a thing. It's more to be on the support of him where it's needed the most, because this is a long stretch. Because he's kicking off today in the month of August. We have the primaries be in March and the, of course, elections in November. So, of course, as a GOP party, if there is no primary, of course, we are all across with you since to the end kind of a thing. But all the best. We have an incumbent Democrat pressing JP at this moment, but we want to see you up over there. All the best with Mr. Matthew.
Thank you, Sopan Derwan. Thank you for your kind words. And I'd like to invite Mr. A.C. George to share a few words with us. He's a writer.
Yesterday, we celebrated American Independence Day, July 4th. And I have attended some fireworks yesterday. And of course, firework is very hot. And today also the weather is very hot. But our candidate, Dr. Advocate VAIRAMON is very cool. Very, very cool. We take things for, is a man of peace. That's what we wanted. And let me tell you, right now, as of today, I am independent. I have no political affiliation to any political party in India or here. I take everything case by case. That's what I am. Now, I am delighted to be here to participate in this program organized by Dr. Advocate VAIRAMON, the candidate for Judge for Peace. He's a man of peace, I already told you. Ever since I moved from New York in 2009, he participated the meeting organized by Kerala Debate Forum, USA, Kerala Literary Forum, USA, Kerala Writers Forum, Houston, Malayalam Society of Houston, and all. His expressions, his presentations are all received very well. His independent and impartial opinions are very rational. He is a man of determination. He is an effective communicator. He is a mediator and problem solver. His knowledge and wisdom will definitely promote his candidacy as a judge for FORTBEND County. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് നീതിന്യായ വ്യവസ്ഥയിൽ നമ്മൾ നാട്ടിലൊക്കെ ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ചെറുപ്പത്തിൽ എനിക്ക് പോലീസിനൊക്കെ കാണുമ്പോൾ ഭയങ്കര ഭയമായിരുന്നു. പോലീസ് ഒക്കെ നീതിന്യായ വ്യവസ്ഥയിലെ ഒരു പക്ഷത്തെ ആദ്യത്തെ കണ്ണി പോലീസാണ്. പോലീസ് കള്ളനെ ക്രിമിനലിനെ പിടിക്കുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ആ കള്ളനെ ക്രിമിനലിനെ വിസ്തരിക്കാൻ, അതിനെ സഹായിക്കാൻ, അവൻ റിയൽ ക്രിമിനലാണോ കള്ളനാണോ എന്ന് വിസ്തരിക്കാനായിട്ട് ലോയേഴ്സ് വേണം, വക്കീലന്മാർ വേണം. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ലോയറാണ്, ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ലോയറാണ്, അമേരിക്കയിലെ ലോയറാണ് അദ്ദേഹം വന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഇന്ത്യൻ വ്യവസ്ഥകളെ പറ്റി അറിയാം, ഇവിടുത്തെ അമേരിക്ക വ്യവസ്ഥകളെ പറ്റിയാണ്. നമ്മളിവിടെ അധികം പേരും 99% പേരും മലയാളികളാണ് കുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. ഐ എം സോറി കേട്ടോ, കുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത് നമ്മൾ പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ട് എടുക്കണം കേട്ടോ. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഈ ചില ഭാഷാ പ്രയോഗങ്ങളിൽ കുത്തിയിരിക്കുക എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ നെഗറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കും. അങ്ങനെ എടുക്കല്ലേ കേട്ടോ. നമ്മുടെ മലയാളം, ഞാനിപ്പോൾ അമേരിക്കയിലായിട്ട് 51 വർഷമായി. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് ചില അവസരത്തിലാകുമ്പോൾ മലയാളത്തിൽ തന്നെ നല്ല വേട് ഏത് ചീത്ത വേടെന്നൊക്കെ തിരിച്ചറിയാൻ ചില സമയത്ത് അല്പം ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞു വന്നത് ക്രിമിനലിനെ, കുറ്റക്കാരനെ, കള്ളനെ പിടിക്കാൻ പോലീസ് വേണം. അവര് കുറ്റം ചെയ്തോ എന്ന് വിസ്തരിക്കാൻ വക്കീലന്മാർ വേണം, അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ് വേണം. അപ്പോ അദ്ദേഹം ഇതുമായിരുന്നു. അതിനുശേഷം അദ്ദേഹം റിയലി കുറ്റം ചെയ്തോ എന്ന് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ പണിഷ്മെന്റ് കൊടുക്കാൻ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ഈ കുറ്റക്കാരനെ കുറ്റം ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ അവരെ ജഡ്ജ് ചെയ്യാൻ ജഡ്ജ് വേണം. ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെ അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു പടി കൂടെ മുന്നോട്ട് കിടന്ന് വക്കീൽ എന്നുള്ള നിലയിലാണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഇപ്പോ ഒരു ജഡ്ജ്, മാൻ ഓഫ് പീസ്. അദ്ദേഹം മത്സരിക്കുകയാണ് സത്യത്തിൽ. അപ്പോ അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ഇതേമാതിരി ഞാൻ കണ്ടിടത്തോളം, കേട്ടിടത്തോളം, അനുഭവിച്ചിടത്തോളം അദ്ദേഹം ഇൻഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ആൻഡ് ഇംപാർഷ്യൽ ഒരു സമാധാനത്തിന്റെ ദൂതനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ കണക്കാക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. ഞാൻ 16 വർഷത്തെ പരിചയം അദ്ദേഹവുമായിട്ട് എനിക്കുണ്ട്. ന്യൂയോർക്കിൽ 36 കൊല്ലം ഞാൻ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചിരുന്നു. അതിനുശേഷം ഇപ്പോൾ റിട്ടയർ ആയ ശേഷം ഇങ്ങോട്ട് മൂവായി. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വന്ന ശേഷം ഇതേമാതിരി ഒരു വ്യക്തിത്വം, വളരെ വ്യക്തിത്വം ധാരാളം പേരുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞ മാതിരി ഇംപാർഷ്യൽ, ഇൻഡിപെൻഡന്റ്, അതാണ് ജഡ്ജസിനെ ഏറ്റവും ആദ്യം വേണ്ട ആ ഗുണം, അത് അദ്ദേഹത്തിനുണ്ട്. ഇവിടെ ജഡ്ജസിനെ ഇപ്പൊ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ മാതിരിയല്ല. ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ജഡ്ജസ് അപ്പോയിന്റഡ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെന്ന് ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ളത്. മിക്കവാറും ഭരണകക്ഷിക്കാർക്ക് താല്പര്യമുള്ളവരെ അപ്പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, അതാണ് നമ്മൾ കേട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അമേരിക്കയിൽ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഏതാനും ജഡ്ജികളെ അപ്പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഏതാനും ജഡ്ജികളെ ഡെമോക്രാറ്റിക് പ്രോസസ്സിൽ കൂടെ തെരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെടുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഇദ്ദേഹം നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് VAIRAMON റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ പാർട്ടിയിൽ നിന്ന് മത്സരിക്കുന്ന പാർട്ടി ഇവിടെ ബാധകമല്ല. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ വ്യക്തിത്വം, അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ സ്വതന്ത്ര ചിന്തയാണ് ബാധകം. അപ്പോ ഇദ്ദേഹം റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ പാർട്ടിയിൽ നിന്ന് ജഡ്ജായിട്ട് തെരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെട്ടാൽ, അപ്പൊ ഒരു കാര്യത്തിൽ ഞാൻ പെട്ടെന്ന് ഒന്ന് സ്ലിപ്പായിക്കോട്ടെ. ഇപ്പൊ ഡൊണാൾഡ് ട്രംപ് അമേരിക്കൻ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആണ്. അദ്ദേഹം അപ്പോയിന്റ് ജഡ്ജികളുടെ കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം അദ്ദേഹം പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അപ്പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്ത് ജഡ്ജസ് ഇതാണ് ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ ആ ജഡ്ജസിന് പ്രസിഡന്റിനേക്കാളും കൂടുതൽ പവർ ഉണ്ട്. റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ ആണ് അദ്ദേഹം അപ്പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്താണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. അദ്ദേഹം ഏതാനും വരെ നമ്മുടെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ഡൊണാൾഡ് ട്രംപ് റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ ജഡ്ജ് അതിർക്കും മേലെ പോയി ആ റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്ത ആളെ തിരിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവരണം എന്നൊരു ഓർഡർ ഇട്ടു. അപ്പോ കല്ലേപ്പുഴ ആജ്ഞകൾ നൽകാൻ അമേരിക്കൻ ജുഡീഷ്യൽ സിസ്റ്റത്തിന് സാധിക്കും. ഞാൻ അപ്പോയിന്റിംഗ് അതോറിറ്റി ആണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. അവിടെയാണ് ജഡ്ജസിന്റെ പവർ കാണിക്കുന്നത്, പാർട്ടിക്ക് അതീതമായിട്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ തെരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെടുകയാണ് എന്നിരിക്കട്ടെ, പക്ഷെ ഏത് പാർട്ടിയിൽ നിന്ന് തെരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെട്ടാലും ആ ജഡ്ജ് എന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ ഫങ്ഷൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം പാർട്ടി വൈസ് അല്ലായിരിക്കും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ തീരുമാനങ്ങൾ എടുക്കുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹം ആ കേസ് സ്വതന്ത്രമായിട്ട് വീക്ഷിക്കുകയാണ്, സ്വതന്ത്രമായിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹം ആ നിയമാവലിക്ക് അനുസരിച്ച് ശിക്ഷിക്കുക, വെറുതെ വിടുകയോ ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതാണ്. അപ്പോ ഇതിനെപ്പറ്റി ഞാൻ എനിക്ക് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് അറിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ ഗൂഗിളിൽ കൂടി പോയി ഒന്ന് പരതി നടന്നപ്പോൾ ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന് എനോർമസ് പവറാണുള്ളത്. ഫാമിലി മീഡിയേഷൻ, നമ്മുടെയൊക്കെ കല്യാണം വേണ്ടി വന്നാൽ അദ്ദേഹം നടത്തിത്തരും, വേണ്ടി വന്നാൽ കല്യാണം വേർതിരിക്കും. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള എനോർമസ് വളരെ പവർഫുൾ ഒരു പൊസിഷൻ തന്നെയാണ് എന്നുള്ളതിൽ യാതൊരു സംശയവും ഇല്ല. ഏതാണെങ്കിലും ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള അദ്ദേഹം ഡോക്ടർ മാത്യു വൈരമൺ, അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആ പരിചയം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഓരോ വാക്കുകളും വാചകങ്ങളും വളരെയധികം കാച്ചിക്കുറുക്കിയ വാക്കുകളാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം പല മീറ്റിങ്ങുകളിലും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് കേരള ഡിബേറ്റ് ഫോറം പല ഡിബേറ്റുകളിലും അദ്ദേഹം പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, വോട്ടല്ലാതെ വളരെ കൂളാണ്. കഴിഞ്ഞ തവണ ഒരു അമേരിക്കൻ പ്രസിഡൻഷ്യൽ ഇലക്ഷന്റെ സൂം ഡിബേറ്റിൽ അദ്ദേഹം റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ പാർട്ടിയെ പ്രതിനിധാനം ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് അദ്ദേഹം സംസാരിച്ചു. അപ്പോ നാടിന്റെ നാനാഭാഗത്തു നിന്നുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ പങ്കെടുത്തിരുന്നു. 50 സ്റ്റേറ്റുകളിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ ആ ഡിബേറ്റിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിരുന്നു. ഞാനതിന്റെ ഒരു വാളണ്ടിയറി മോഡറേറ്റർ ആയിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം പേഴ്സണലായിട്ട് അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം വളരെ കൂളായിട്ട് കാര്യകാരണ സഹിതം അവരെ നിശബ്ദരാക്കി. അതിപ്പോഴും എന്റെ മനസ്സിൽ തങ്ങി നിൽക്കുന്നു. ആ വീഡിയോ ഇപ്പോഴും കിടക്കുന്നുണ്ടെന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ കൂടുതൽ ദീർഘിപ്പിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഈ അവസരത്തിന് അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് എല്ലാ വിധത്തിലുള്ള വിജയ ആശംസകളും ഞാൻ നേരുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Thank you, Mr. George. It is my pleasure to call up Alexander Daniel, a valued member of our community. I also would like to remind, just take 2 minutes because we have lunch arranged and just a few more speakers are in line. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear ones, families, friends, those who are gathered here. It is a great privilege for me and my family to be a part of this program. This is a fundraising. First of all, I congratulate Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON for the strong decision to run for this position. And personally, I know him more than 2 decades. I want to mention 2 qualities of his life. One, he's a believer, and we can trust him. And while I was looking at him, it says rooted in service and ready to serve. So when we think about his experience, he has a lot of experience in different ways, and as a believer in Christ also, he stands for the truth. I can personally value that point. So I encourage all the dear ones who are here to be a part and vote for him. Whatever he needs in his campaign, financial support, whatever he needs, let's do it. And one more time, I congratulate Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON for the path he selected and mostly be good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alexander Daniel. I would like to invite Mr. Thomas Jelgada to the stage. I would like to invite Dr. George Kakana to the stage to speak with us. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Pondupillai Chechi to the stage. And okay, 2 minutes, okay?
All respected brothers and sisters, good afternoon to everybody. This is unexpectedly, I never thought about I have to stand here. Anyway, thank you for inviting me. I know Dr. Vairaman got, I don't know how many years, maybe 10, 15 or something. We work together in Malayali Council and Malayali Association. He is the one of the best candidate for the position. He deserves it. He is very honest, very sincere, very soft spoken. That day he came to my house, then I told him, he asked me a little more. Aggressive and little more hard talking in the public. Soft spoken ആയതുകൊണ്ട് എപ്പോഴും കാര്യങ്ങൾ നടക്കത്തില്ല എന്ന് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞു ശ്രമിക്കാമെന്ന്. പക്ഷെ ഇതൊക്കെ ജന്മനായുള്ളതാണ്. Very highly qualified. I don't think he ever can talk one lie or something in his life. He deserves his position wherever he is standing, wherever he is going and doing. I bless him all the success on behalf of the whole Malayali Association and all my dear friends and sisters of Houston. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and God bless Dr. Vairaman, and I am giving him long life. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your short and sweet words. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Chris Heasley with the Chris Heasley Radio Show.
Thank you very much. Our county, over the past 4 years, has been a state of abject lawlessness. We need a return of this county to a state of law and order. And the JP courts are the first step when we can do that by electing Dr. VAIRAMON. We have had reports of the JP courts where they have been used politically. Courts should not be used for political purposes. Courts should only be a sober, understanding interpretation of the law in fairness, nothing more. We've also had reports that our courts in Fort Bend County are more backlogged and more congested than Harris County courts. We should be better than that. We've had reports that some of our JP courts are backlogged by 6 months to a year. I want you to think about that. If you have a pressing issue that has to go to the JP courts and your financial interests depend on it, they depend on getting a fair ruling, and you're told that you have to wait 6, 7, 8 or more months. What happens so many times is people drown out in the process. They give up. They fail. Their lawyers spend them out with the cash. All of these things happen, and it's because our county is not being properly run. The JP courts are the first step in restoring law and order by electing Dr. VAIRAMON. We often overlook our JP courts because they are a lower level courts, but they are the first step for the commoner. The first step for the everyday citizen to get law and order. It's the only court where you can go, where you can represent yourself, where you don't have to put down a $5,000 or $10,000 deposit with an attorney. It's the only place where you can go. We have so many of our elderly right now that are in a desperate situation, and they cannot afford to go to attorneys, so they go to the JP courts, and then things aren't done fairly for them. So we have to return law and order to the first step in the legal process. The first step is the JP courts, and it needs to be put in Republican hands. I personally disagree with the Democrats in principle on every measure. I find that they present no value to our county. But I will acknowledge that they fight hard. They work tirelessly. They give every ounce of effort to keep their positions, and they are absolutely going to do it with this JP court fight, this contest that we are going into. It is dependent on everyone in this room. It cannot be just on the back of Dr. VAIRAMON. It's dependent on every person in this room to take a stake in this contest, to do the extra work, the extra phone calls, the extra handshaking, to get the word out about the JP courts, how critical they are, and how we need them put back in Republican hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. Let's give a warm round of applause as we welcome Dr. Matthew VAIRAMON to share with us.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. So, as you know, I am Matthew VAIRAMON, and I am truly honored to see so many of you here today for the kickoff of my campaign for justice of the peace precinct 3. FORTBEND County has been my home for over 25 years, and it is where I have raised my family, served my community, and built lasting relationships. My campaign is rooted in one simple idea: service before self. I am running because I believe in fairness, integrity, and bringing a voice of reason and compassion to the bench. Together we can ensure that our precinct has a justice of the peace who is ready to serve not just in the courtroom but in the community. Thank you for being here today. I am excited to share my vision, hear your thoughts, and work hand in hand to make precinct 3 stronger for every family. Okay, I would like to say something about me. So you know my background. I am a lawyer, plus I am a full-time faculty in a university. I am a writer. I teach law classes in the university, mainly court systems and practice, criminal law, evidence law, law of juvenile justice, and constitutional rights of the criminally accused. For the last more than 12 years, I teach in the university. I practiced more than 15 years in the United States. I was an advocate in India, and I got my LLM degree in criminal law, plus I have my PhD from Texas Southern University in Administration of Justice. I have MS degree in criminal justice. Not only that, I am a precinct chair in FORTBEND County from 2015 onwards. I served as a precinct chair in Harris County about 5 years, and I served as a correction officer in Harris County jail system. So I have a lot of experience, not only practicing experience, I have teaching experience, and I know the criminal justice system, and I have writing experience. I have written a chapter in Crime and Justice book. It was published by State Publication. One chapter with another professor. The name is plea bargaining. You know that most of the cases in the US are settled through plea bargaining. I teach most of the time the court systems and practice. I know the dual system, so I have that teaching experience. So I don't like the plea bargaining. I told people that in India we go for trial. So we have 50-50 chance. So here plea bargaining is easy job for the lawyers. So what they do, they will tell the client that we can settle, negotiate with the prosecutor and settle the case. That's easy job for them. But we have to go for trial. Then you have the chance to win. So most of the time when I teach, I say that if you become a lawyer, you have to go for trial. It is not an easy job. To become a trial attorney is a very difficult job. So from my experience from Indian practice and here practice in the US plus, I teach criminal law and criminal procedure. I know the criminal procedure when you go to the court. I know the procedure and so the experience in teaching and practicing and writing experience. You know about the JP court system. So JP court system, most of the ordinary people want this court. You know, you go for it is a small plain court system. So if there is a wedding, so we don't have, it is not a family court. There is no divorce in Precinct 3 JP court. Only they conduct the wedding, then the civil cases and criminal cases, then the truancy. So I teach law of juvenile justice in the university, so I know about the curfew violation. So I know all the system, detention, all these systems very well. So I committed to fairness, accessibility, and compassion. Compassion, justice, and community is my slogan. I committed to build a strong community. That is very important. Fairness and justice for all. It will be applied based on the law, facts, and evidence. So thank you for all coming to my campaign kickoff. I am really excited, and I need your support in future. Please help me, and thank you for your help. Again to say a few words. At the same time, we can open the lens because some people want to leave, so the MC will announce about it.
At this time, I would like to invite everyone to come forward to to the stage to take a group photo. And after that, the floor is open. If anybody would like to share your thoughts or ask any questions, we have the opportunity to do that. When you come forward, please introduce yourself before speak. Then we will understand who you are. So, as the photographer requested, we would like to take a group photo together. We will show our strength as a community. Let's go. Please come. We can make a photo. Thank you.